Hello. So, back to streaming again, starting a new campaign on a brand new DLC. It's been a few days since the first day, so I think there's already been one hotfix. Hopefully the game is fine enough. I don't think it was that bad actually on release, which is a nice change of pace for Paradox. And I've been thinking about what to play for this next campaign. I had some ideas, some more let's say memey than others, but I decided that since I don't really know how to play on this honestly quite game-changing DLC, I decided to go for something relatively straightforward, and it's going to be Brazil, which I was eyeing up for quite a while. As a reminder, I am playing on higher AI aggression. Everything else is, I think, default as it is at the first time you open a game. So let's just get into it. I played of this new DLC, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to just see how things are looking. But other than that, it's... yeah, I don't really know. I also haven't been really watching any videos, so don't really know anything about the meta. Though one thing I was thinking about is I can form a power block straight from the beginning of the game. And as Brazil, I don't really see a reason not to do it. Well, I guess there's a potential to just join another's market really early as well as Brazil. And probably that would be the most efficient play. Because, well, being in a South American markets are pretty rough in that it's tough to produce everything for yourself, in the beginning of course at least. But I kind of prefer to play in my own market generally. And if that's the case, then I think starting your power block immediately is not a bad idea. Now, as I said, I have no clue what's actually currently considered to be good in those power blocks. Of course, there's some really crazy, like plus 20% training rate for military treaty. It's good. It's not as good as the cost reduction that they had planned in Dev Diary before. It's still pretty damn good. There is some also interesting stuff, but what I've been actually thinking is going for an ideal... oh, actually I should mention what is going to be the goal for this campaign. And the goal is to send everyone to Brazil. So what that means is basically I'm going to try and have a bigger population by the end of the game than at least the United States. Which, I mean, currently it doesn't look like much, but the United States can easily get to 100 million per game. They get so much immigration. And basically the goal is to check how much of this immigration is hardwired into the United States and how much can I redirect into Brazil. So basically that's going to be the plan. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, basically first goal is to overtake United States. Could it be possible in theory to overtake in population India? Probably depends on how aggressive the AI plays in conquering their minor nations. 120 million doesn't sound impossible, but if it gets to like 200 million, then it's probably going to be tough. And of course the golden plan is to be the #1 in population, but I don't think that's happening without some serious... and of course the other limit is I'm not going to be expanding beyond the normal Brazilian borders. I think I have like claims over here, so yeah, that is fine. If I get another claims, then that's of course good for conquest. And in general, I guess finishing state is fine. I'm not sure what's the current borders in South America, to be honest. You have to excuse my slight geographic ignorance in this part of the world. So currently, is this currently still part of Paraguay? I know there have been quite a few wars in this region, so maybe not really going to look up the map. I might take Guyana simply because this is colonial land, and I think it would be fitting to take it, but not anything more than that. So generally, not much actual expansion militarily, and just trying to fit as many pops in this area as possible. And yeah, talking about increasing population, so basically the goal is probably going to be keep the standard of living as high as possible. That's basically what it's going to be. And there is the possibility of using the importing of slaves as a way to increase population and then just freeing them a bit later. So it's actually kind of hard. I was looking for it online, but I couldn't really find detailed data on how import of slavery works. I think like before, a lot of people online were talking like it's limited to only 100 or 200 slaves per week or per month for a state. So it was dependent on the number of states you had. But then I looked in the game and some of my states had 200 straight up, so maybe it's not really working the same in the present version. And yeah, possibly Brazil can get past 50% slave imports. But generally speaking, slaves are not really good for your economy simply because they're not paying taxes. They're good for their owners, basically, which is not the state, so you don't really want them. Also, of course, I have no clue how they work in practice on this newest DLC, but we shall see. In general, how things work, but not slaves. I think we're not going to be. We will be trying to enforce a ban of slavery as soon as possible, simply because it's just better for economy, and the game is a lot about snowballing. So I think that's a good idea. And about power block, yeah, I was thinking about just starting as a ideological union. I think this power, where is it? Yeah, I think you can start. Yeah, minus 33% enactment stall chance. That sounds to me like it's pretty good for passing laws, and passing laws is very important for growing your economy. Even though as Brazil, I will take a look at it in a minute, but honestly Brazil doesn't really have too bad laws to start with compared to some other nations I played relatively often. And yeah, I don't really want to go for trade league, even though I will be probably focusing the principles on mostly on the economical side of things. So like freedom of movement. And of course, vassalizing or like making puppets is allowed pretty much everywhere. I will try to play a more diplomatic game, but I'm not sure how it will be really possible. The AI is still going to be AI, I assume. And of course, creating a customs union, which was this one, I think. Yeah, all of those will be eventually taken, but under construction. Oh, yeah, that does seem kind of good. Was they not a construction conglomerate? You will have to excuse me, I assume a lot of people really know how things are working in this DLC already, but I will be pretty much exploring in this campaign, and hopefully those of you who haven't been keeping up with the newest DLC as much, then you can explore it with me, and hopefully learn from my mistakes. So yeah, I think we will just, and I think we can just do that. And maybe... let's see what we have. Water Park is fine. European Obelisk, Horse Raider, Running Man, Singing Man, Sun. Sun seems like a fair thing. This looks like a biblical accurate angel, apparently. And this might not be a bad idea. Top Hat. This reminds me of Monopoly. Let's see what's there. Oh, a fair amount, honestly. Okay, not bad, actually. Honestly, I'm surprised. I was not expecting even that much. Roman helmet. It's very silly. Okay, this is fine. And oh my god. Yeah, those look kind of silly. Okay, fine. Good enough. There is actually quite a lot of options. I think we want to keep sides relatively simple. Good enough. What do we have? Not as many of those. Can I like see? Oh, right, nice. Not as many of those as I hoped, honestly. Yes, it's not Thursday, but it will have to do. Sure, and colors, I think Brazilian colors are fine. What do we call ourselves, though? That's a good question. Well, the thing is, everyone is going to be... I assume most people from our... No, excuse me. Most people from our power block are going to be basically migrating to us, so something about that. Let me think for a second. I hope I can change later. I just put stuff like this for the time being. Maybe I will think about it between the sessions. Hey, Hammerhead, Brazil numero uno. Yep. That's hopefully going to be the case. And yeah, I think this is the only penalty we get, just a bit of lesser relations with all the great powers, which I think is going to be fine. It's not even all the great powers. Oh, it's all owners of union of power blocks. So yeah, the only one we would kind of care about is Great Britain. And if they wanted to like force us to remove slavery, that would be fine, honestly. So yeah, it's not going to be a great power block, but let's see how it goes. Like worst case scenario, we'll just leave. So it's not too much of a deal. Definitely want to make sure the relations with Great Britain actually are going to be improving, so in case I forget. And now let's take a look at the laws of Brazil. So as monarchy, of course, well voting to start with, so that means we are actually having votes, which will mean that everyone who is not in the powerful interest groups will have a bit of a tough time to break into it, but the spread is also interesting. We have very strong petite bourgeoisie, fairly strong intelligentsia, fairly weak church, landowners as usual very strong, industrialists are at least in. Yeah, that of course leaves, as always, trade unions being the lowest and being very difficult to break in, but maybe possibly. And rural folk are out, so that's very nice actually. Trade unions are going to be pretty important because if we are going for highest population, we will be trying to improve standard of living as much as possible, which the easiest way to achieve it would be with cooperative ownership, but we'll see how possible that will be. Racial segregation, freedom of conscience, not too bad honestly, at least not a state religion, so that's fine. Professional army, really nice. National Guard, I really like it for the bonus of conscription rate. That's absolutely fine. Agrarianism to start with. Anything that's not traditionalism to start with is absolutely great. And per capita taxation is fine. To start with, 10 on farmers, at least it's not serfdom. Local police force, that should be fairly easy to switch. Actually, yeah. If I just set up a good government, that should be very doable. And landowners wouldn't even be that pissed off, so very doable. Public schools doable, healthcare probably would be very doable as well. Actually not that much, but it's actually very easy to get some good events for health systems, so even that might be doable. And over here nothing special except the slave trade, which is because oh, are you guys seeing this red? That was weird. No, I didn't catch it on my own view of the stream, but that was kind of weird. So yeah, there's unfortunately Scrap screenshot. That's just weird. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see things, Brazil had its own flavor DLC, which means it has a ton of journal entries. Which I'll be honest, I haven't been really impressed with how Victoria 3 does this special nation-specific content, as coming from a point of view of someone who doesn't really read up on it beforehand and tries to play with it as it goes. It's kind of difficult to really know what's going to happen as things go, which is not really the way I like how things happen, but hopefully I will be able to play with it decently. From what I understand, it's the slavery. There's this kind of thing that you're trying to keep a progressive monarchy, but also keep the monarchy in power still. And yeah, if you win, you get intelligentsia monarchy. If you fail, you get a republic, which is not bad, honestly. So I'm not really sure I care either way how it goes. And integrating Brazilian nation is basically about making all of those pops. If you were to look at our population graph, and there's not that many Brazilians currently, only 13% of our population, a lot of Afro-Brazilians, over 50%, but there's also Nordestino, Paulista, I think Sulista are also, yeah, they're colonial pops. So yeah, all of those are going to be integrated. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. Are they going to just become Brazilians or something? But yeah, either way, or are they just going to be added to primary cultures? But it's not big of a deal. And yeah, we're also starting a civil war, which shouldn't be too much of a problem, I don't think. One thing I noticed is I do have some irregular infantry, and our enemies are using a lot of those as well. Also, we don't have all of our troops mobilized. It's definitely a priority. Actually, this guy is an engineer, which I think in general is a pretty good commander trait. Yeah, I think I usually think it's better to focus on one enemy and then switch to the guys in the north, especially since they need to occupy a lot of land to actually threaten us. And I think if I just click this button, I definitely want to conscript a lot of people. And also, of course, here. Now, the question is, do I want to keep the irregular infantry? I will keep them in the north and upgrade those guys in the south, because they will have a numbers advantage anyways. And yeah, it should be fine either way. Oh yeah, and also we have the tech. I think usually investing a bit into society is the best idea. Especially if we can get like, yeah, market access price. Always really good. And oh yes, if I recall, we have pretty rough legitimacy. There was something about landowners being in power, I think. It's, yeah, those, look at all of this. This is not super readable. Advance. If we get a new heir, if this guy is crowned, those guys are marginalized. If we compete other things, we have great power. If there are landowners are powerful and not in government, it would be a negative condition. So we kind of want to keep them in government. Though, does it really matter? Slavery banned is also negative. Yeah, though, as I said, though, I'm not entirely sure I even care that much about succeeding here, because if I fail, I become a republic, which is not too bad. Of course, landowners and armed forces will become part of the government, but that's not the end of the world. Can I... Oh my god, this government is the highest. think, yeah, just keeping higher legitimacy for the time being. See how things go after the Civil War. Removing police force would be nice, but it can wait a little bit. There's not that much rush. And yeah, the question would be, do we keep birth rate and for how long? It might be quite a while because just to get even more pops. For the time being, well, we will need a lot of immigration either way, but 5% birth rate is 5% birth rate. And if that's the goal, then it does make a lot of sense. How much are we paying for our fleets? A little bit. Question is... that is some amount of prestige as well. See how much do we get? Yeah, 13. That would make us fairly close to falling below major power. So I will keep it for the time being, but that is something to consider. Is removing our navy. We don't really need it. And yeah, now let's look at buildings, which is... yeah, this is a bit of a new UI. Okay, that's an interesting way of doing this. I don't hate it. How much iron do we have in our... Yeah, also need to look at our market a fair amount. No, we do have some iron, and of course I assume we have a lot of natural producers. Not that much coal, that's rough. Okay, iron is not a problem. Lead is going to be an issue eventually. Fair amount of logging camps, as you'd probably expect. Fishing wharves, which is interestingly enough just as good as logging camps when it comes to industrializing. And whaling station as well, that's also pretty nice. Oh yeah, and they're also the same. Very cheap in construction, and they employ laborers. Which I heard is actually building farms is not as big of a deal as it used to be, because if you don't sell them as buildings, you keep them under government control. It's actually not that much strength for the landowners. So that's something to consider as well. I don't think we really need tools currently, so switching the production... Oh, we kinda need. We apparently mostly need paper, and that's a bit of a priority because I am paying for that paper. Also grain and clothes. Yeah, our people are not doing too hot. Though we are also in the Civil War, so hard to be surprised. Let's try this and see how it goes. This would be interesting, but we'd have to import at least the silk. It seems like we have that many normal clothes to begin with. Putting some usage of coal, I think would be nice. A lot of manor houses. We have some gold mines. I don't believe I can build anymore, but always good to have some of those. I could try and get those. How many creepers do I have? And this is a very slow start to campaign, but you know, gotta keep an eye on the nation. Also, I'm not building any clippers. Okay. Just interesting considering I have a navy. Did I miss something? No, I am building them. Okay. I switch the... No, I'll keep it as it is for now. Yeah, wood production, cargo ports, I guess that's fine. Let's actually just let the war play out, to be honest. Yeah, this guy needs to be defending 100%. Yeah, bureaucrats. That is sweet. Of course, taxation capacity at the beginning is kinda nice because that's what you're lacking, but eventually you really want elected bureaucrats. Intelligence would oppose it. Goddamn. But yeah, hopefully this keeps, and I can, if I could get, I mean, Petit Bourgeoisie is already supported, so it wouldn't change that much. Anyone else? Yeah, it's only petite bourgeoisie, but still 46%. That's pretty good. And the style percentage should be reduced because of our power block. Are we actually going to be winning this one? I don't think I'm building anything, so let's start with a con. Not that many peasants, but I assume in Brazil migration is going to be the king. Emperor's Regency. Oof, -6 in legitimacy. Yeah, that's rough. It would be difficult to do anything without landowners in government. And they are struggling a bit to attack, but I think my numbers are going to be growing while those Rio Grande do Sul are not. And also I should have my conscripts slowly joining. Oh wow, we are winning this with half the numbers. If the numbers go low enough, I might consider going for upgrade here, which should speed things up. Yeah, it's probably going to be a good idea. In my 20-minute test game, I've had those guys actually push quite a bit, but maybe they just rolled badly or something. How much construction? I have 14 construction and splitting it 50-50 with private. Yeah, that's not very much, admittedly. But I will wait with more construction until I think this silver should be finished very quickly. Oh, this is the Bolivian Confederacy. The question is, do I even... I probably want to end it. It would be better to have being the biggest dog in South America. So let's look at things. So there's been a coup. That's a huge bonus to conscriptable battalions. Yeah, I think I will oppose them. Simply because I can. Slave escape. A lot of events specific to Brazil, I can see. Because I don't want to make the intelligentsia dislike me more. And for the time being, I would prefer to have less radicals than more. I think I can eat the cost for the time being. What is this? I haven't seen this one. So it will complete if they like me. Okay, so I can either befriend them or fight them. I think I will just fight them and maybe try to add them to my customs union. I start with quite a bit of infamy actually, that's interesting. Surprisingly we're still not doing anything. Oh, the industrialists are out. That's not great actually, but yeah, I think eventually they will go up. Rather unlikely for the industrialists to stay down for good and bad. Yeah, I think our numbers need to keep boosting here. In the south we're actually not doing that much. Yeah, let's regain numbers a little bit. In theory we should have higher quality because our line infantry versus their irregulars. Also we should have more conscripts as well. This is our... Let's make sure the army has... yeah, the best, which is no organized training. Fair enough. Aberdeen Act. So, Great Britain is being annoying. What happens... Oh yeah, I need to remove them from the government. This would reduce the amount of slave imports, push the progress bar, and currently, because they're in the government, the landowners are pushing it down, which is not what I want, ideally. Can I even create another government? I can, and in fact it wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, I would really like landowners to be just a tad weaker. Oh, also, of course, I have all that authority that I'm not doing anything with it. So first of all, let's try and look for some decent taxes. Interesting that fruit is so high up here. I think it's fine. Let's go for fruit. I'm not sure if it's going to do much, but let's try suppressing the landowners. And that leaves me with possible tax on tobacco. Okay, that's fine. The wages are okay. I think I can keep the taxes as they are. But still, maybe getting new constructor sectors more. Where's Pernambuco? My knowledge of geography in Brazil is going to improve so much after this campaign. Where is this? Okay, it's here. And how much infrastructure they have? Not much, actually. Yeah, there's very little infrastructure all over the place. Should be fine. Yeah, I don't think I have railway. Yeah, quite far from it actually. But it's not a priority. Not that we are building that much anyways. And yeah, we could go for elected bureaucrats now. Intelligence would be annoying guys with it, but we can do something about it by just increasing the wages a little bit. Not much of a problem when it comes to money. And getting this done would be long-term pretty nice, I think. Though appointed bureaucrats is not the worst thing, but how many... Yeah, it would be good for loyalists as well. Okay, let's try to use our power block ability and see how well it actually works out. Yeah. It's kind of showing those modifiers in a weird way. Is it applying them doubly? I'm actually not sure what those numbers mean, but it's low, it's good. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's working as intended with how it's showing this tall number. Unless I have this bonus twice? But I don't think so, right? You have to select one of the principal groups for the first principle. I think. And it only applies... Oh, it's because it's showing like in first one is the principal group and then it's the first principle. I guess we'll see what happens when I improve it, how it looks. But certainly currently it's looking kinda weird. So how are you guys feeling about attacking right now? Oof, our manpower is tiny. Yeah, let's try advancing the front. Losing power status, that's not ideal. Wait, why are there... Because of the upgrade I lost the conscripts? And those guys are still mobilizing. And the number... Yeah, okay, we are pushing, that's good. And actually see how well you guys do. Okay. This is actually taking a bit more time than I hoped it would, but finally I could selectively enforce ban. Damn. They still have... How can I weaken their power? It's yeah, showing those modifiers in a kind of strange way. I think I understand what it's going for, but still it's a bit confusing when it's the same thing showing up in both cases. Oh no, this guy retired. When they're not going to be relevant for at least the next 50 years, if not more. Oh wow, this is going way better than I thought. And now these guys are giving a petition. And frankly, I wouldn't mind both, but let's start with elected bureaucrats. Since I'm really going for it. And then, actually, the local police force might not be too bad of an idea, because it would weaken the landowners, at least a little bit. And a little bit is all I need, frankly. Oh yeah. This is their capital state, yep. This is even better. And those guys are doing their thing again. I don't really want to piss landowners anymore. So I can choose more radicals or more radical aristocratic cops, which is a bit of a strange... It's one of those strange events that I don't really understand how those two are not the same. Like, they should be connected, right? Landowners losing interest, group of revolt means it's because aristocrats are pissed, and this is literally the aristocrats being pissed. It's a bit of a strange way. I think I prefer a bit more radicals at this point. Those guys have very high support, but radicalism is alright. And Stahl is... yeah, the support is very high, though... yeah, we might still push it through. Stahl, well, not with my luck, I guess. Yeah, this is always... setbacks are free. As a Magic player would say, setbacks are a resource. Oh, this is very close, damn. It's going to be prolonging things, but I think... yeah, they just don't have the numbers. And a lot of devastation and infamy. Well, we killed a lot of people there. How much time do we have for Peru-Bolivia? Quite a bit, actually. They don't have that many troops, but I think I would want to build a few more, though that's being said, I'm... yeah, actually, big mistake. Should have focused this way earlier. I'm still losing this. Closed. Market access is low, all over the place. Paper is expensive, yeah. Typical problems of what? Oh, it's the troops I got. Typical problems of a South American nation. And yeah, those guys... yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter what I did with the power block. The UK hates me anyway. I guess paying a bit more money wouldn't be too much of a problem, and I just try to keep things more stable. Still not enough prestige, huh? Yeah, they are really becoming pissed, but let's see, maybe I will luck out. I have more than 50% chance to win, so we might like... I know, we'll see. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I guess catching another setback is fine. Maybe I should have chosen local police. So how many troops do I have? 29, and in theory I have bonus to conscription as well. I have more population overall than Bolivia. And it's 9 from those, so 21. Here they do have similar numbers. Let's concentrate the troops in one force. Oh! Well, weakening the landowners is just perfect. Let's see how much there's, how many troops there are in my army. Yeah, certainly they need a bit more time to recover their manpower. So at least I want to wait till it's full, and honestly I don't think there's much point in trying to build more because the construction is just so slow. We should be speeding up now that I will have at least a few more construction sectors. Gaining diplomatic ties, losing diplomatic ties. Rebels better. Honestly, I think there's so few academic spots, probably doesn't really matter much. I just wish for like a few successes. Like 3 in a row would be ideal, thank you very much. Still, the stall is the least, well, not the least, but it's 1/3 of a chance compared to 2/3 success plus advance, so in theory my chances are pretty good, but we shall see. These intelligents are so pissed. Okay, now just 2 more of those and we're good. And let's see, petty bourgeoisie being a bit more pissed off doesn't really matter. Okay, I mean that's good. It would be a rough civil war, so probably prefer to avoid it. Actually, I wouldn't mind strengthening the church, and that would improve my relations with Bolivia, so I could maybe think about making them my friend. But no, I prefer to. I am the big dog in South America, and making intelligence like me slightly more might slow down the civil war. Not that I'm really afraid it's going to fire. Like, it's more likely I get a third setback, and that's going to prevent the law passing anyway. But I think, like, usually when you get stalls, I just avoid lowering the success chance as much as possible to avoid getting into a spiral of losing more and more of it. Okay, we are getting our first coal mine. Oops, pretty nice. Do I actually want like a few more troops? Yeah, just in case. Can never be too certain. Not really caring about the building in the provinces that will fight in a civil war when yeah, as I said, I don't think it's a risk. It's interesting how I think that'd be a good deal now the grain is too expensive in the first place. I heard that that can be an issue. Yeah, I think tools should be fine. Do we try more clippers? In theory it should be good. At least that's what the game tells me, so let's try it. Instantly terrible numbers. Oh, though having minus 30% construction efficiency is pretty rough. But at the same time it's just barracks. I don't like mortality at this early point of the game especially, but sure. Okay, advance. Numbers are almost below 30%. That would be ideal. Because I think the mother flavor is still going down. Yep. Oh, because yeah, the agency left the government, which does suck a little bit. Because our monarch is in the intelligence, so we get a massive bonus to legitimacy, despite not being the most cohesive ideologically. It's still good enough. Let's try to keep it minimized. I mean, guys, I don't think we are going to have a good time with UK. Oh yeah, so those guys are intelligentsia and those guys are landowners. So what does that mean on this -6? It lowers their approval? Oh yeah. Oh, so this is a big part of why they hate me so much. But, you know guys, we're just going to be rivaling France, okay? Oh my god, those guys hate me so much. And I'm trying to help them. Ah, intelligentsia, guys. The elite bourgeoisie are no longer powerful, and industries are back. Which I think it's good, but I would really like landowners to just lose just a tiny bit more, okay? Yeah, I think we should be good. So what do we need to do on this wall? We can just liberate country on Bolivia. No one else would join. Oh, it's liberate and not remove liberate subject. And I declare it on Peru. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, there's a few new things. Leave power block, join power block, investment rights. I wonder how likely a nation is to leave a power block on its own, because before that used to be quite a big deal. At least if you take the power block beginning same as a customs union, nations will just leave your customs union instantly if they stop liking you, or you got high enough inflation. Okay, so let's just try it. Full mobilization, all conscripts possible, and let's just push. Hopefully I will get this done as soon as possible. Yeah, definitely want to increasing the radicalism, but at the same time, -2 standard of living for Afro-Brazilian, which is the highest by far population. That's pretty rough, but I think I have to take it. This point doesn't really matter. Yeah, intelligence would get into -20, which is not ideal. It's rough. Oh yeah, I should think about adding more workers. This is about... Yeah, I need to free all of those, I think. Right, I have enough points. Okay, so I can do this. I guess return state, because I can. And do I want to make them a protectorate? That would help a bit with money. Help a bit with my power block. No, I think I will try to make all of them join my power block peacefully and see if they are annoying about it. Because I can afford, let's just make them all primary and make sure they don't try anything. Some people would actually happily join me. Not that it matters, but it's actually interesting that they would help me. That means they do like me, which is good. Another advance. Hooray, but I would really like to actually pass this. And having any stall chances might be as well. No, oh no. Both of those are terrible. Don't want more power. And they're almost out as well, but failed, alas. They were almost below 30, but now they're going to gain a little bit again. Yeah, I don't think I'm building anything, which is good because I don't have much money. Okay, this is a split state. Oof. These are really weird split states, to be honest. Why did they... Revolution in Central America. Oh yeah, it's the United States of Central... Wait, what? Central America still exists with Costa Rica and Guatemala and San Salvador, and those are free. Oh, it's actually only Honduras that's not part of it at this point. War broke out. Equals 12. Yeah, I guess I can tank it for 1 year. Just end this war quickly, guys, please. I think it should be quickly. What are their line infantry? Yeah, they do have only line infantry, but I think I should be still... Well... I'm not doing super great, but at least I'm getting this with numbers advantage, starting 3 battles, and they can only put troops, enough troops for 2. And I'm winning 2 out of 3, so that's good. Okay, land ones are below 30. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm happy about it. The church gained some clout, which is actually good. And there's a lot of events all of a sudden. So this guy is a reformer, so I actually kind of like him, but it's not that important. So if he resigns, that's fine. Thomas Gregson, Democrat. Elected bureaucrats who join the movement. Yeah, that's still fine. Okay, that's really good actually. Because yeah, the lobby is gone and the intelligentsia likes me a lot more now. Okay, this is going to be a loss, but it's I think going to be fine. Stock exchange, really nice. Let's see, technology. Modern sewage would be nice. Banking is like minting at the beginning of the game does have its worth. But I would really like railway as well. We push for public health insurance actually. I think I will go for banking for the time being and see how things go after. Who's the guy for the church currently? Authoritarian. Well, not entirely surprised, but actually they lost a lot of clout with that. So too bad for them. Okay, I think Bolivia got well. The central armies are not doing that well. They're always losing their battles, but as long as we're winning somewhere. Guys, if you could just take this state, that would be really good for our shape of front lines, please. Got another success. So, I mean, the chances for us passing this are really high. But as the failure, as they say, is never zero. This actually... Who's Pedro? He's a general. Don't mind him leaving. And okay, I think they like me a lot more. That's great. Okay, I mean, overall, other than our economy pretty much not doing anything, we're doing great. I should probably build something. Interesting thing that there's no infrastructure anywhere, there's no peasants. Just build something. I'm not even in debt yet, so definitely want to be pushing more buildings. Anti-British League at least is very happy. There's a lot of things happening again. Can I weaken those guys? Not really, and either way. But at this point, I guess gaining more political radicalism is not that much of a problem. National hero. Oh, I guess I should read more on the integrating Brazilian nations. Okay, so actually all of those have slightly different things, which is interesting. But yeah, national hero would be nice. And what happens? Does it just enact this? Okay, it removes homelands, which I really don't like how the homeland mechanism work. Like, it removes any assimilation, which of course, fair. There's in the 100 years of Victoria Free, there wasn't that much culture removal, but there was some of it, and it doesn't really happen. It's like, effectively it happens because immigrants are being turned into the major culture. And either way, actually, I mean, practically speaking, if those minorities are accepted, it actually doesn't really matter. Functionally, they're going to be the same whether they're Sulista or Brazilian. But I guess getting it done. And worldwide they actually become Brazilian as well. There are new elections coming, which is actually going to be fairly important. You can get this guy as the leader of Petit Bourgeoisie, but yeah, no thank you. You guys focus on fighting. You're doing okay, but frankly not that great. Could be pushing a bit more, that's what I'm saying, and also pushing in this. So I don't want to be splitting 2k troops to just get this one state over. It is probably going to happen eventually. Yeah, I'm just one prestige down. Oh, of course. And oh yeah, because now the vassals are being threatened. I need to split my army in half to do this. This 6k, they have not that much. This is a very interesting path to take. Hopefully they don't win any battles before my guys even get there. Yeah, we don't have the numbers in this army to push, so actually let them wait a little bit, regain some manpower. Should be still fine. I don't really mind those guys gaining... Oh, it's critical now. It's because landowners became radicalized, I think. Who's this guy? We'll get -25. That's annoying, but not the end of the world, though. Frankly, like, either way, it's plus 25%. Yeah, so this is important to get it lower so I get a bit more time. That means that in 22 days, I will know whether it's a big deal or not. Of course, they got the occupation because they got a free battle. Victoria free. The military system. I still think it's not working that great. Unity in tradition. And no. No, thank you. Now, United Kingdom still doing the most they can to weaken me as much as possible. That's a lot of prestige loss, though I will not be major power anymore. Just get this elected bureaucrats through, okay, please? No. It's 11%. I mean, that's pretty rough. Wait, if I just... Okay, I can actually solve this problem. Right? I think I should still click to... Who's this guy? Armed Forces. Yeah, let's get it down. I think it should go down in a week. Let's see. Okay. Oh, thank God. And they're actually super chill now. Okay, so it's going to pass, but it was a problem for a second. Let's keep those two armies separate, actually. Not for any particular reason, just in case the fronts break apart again. That's interesting voting result, to say the least. It's interesting that it's stalled when it's a movement. So even with... Oh. Wait, it should be passing. Yeah, it looks like it should be passing anyway. Though they got a lot of votes. Hot damn. And Royal Folk are in, oh, of course. Those guys can just never stay down. I think it should maybe pass because of the movement. It's just not counting the... or is it? It's this pause symbol is kind of confusing me. But we shall see what actually happens. And there's no good options for government. I could, in theory, switch to this and lower taxes as much as possible, even just for a second. I think that might be an option. I mean, those guys... Yeah, should hate me... Yeah, this doesn't change. Losing big money now, but still should be fine. Everything is under control. Where's the... Oh yeah, almost got the capital. Intelligence is powerful. Oh wow. And now people want slavery banned. That's interesting. And intelligence is... That was some big swings. And yeah, intelligence could be even their own party. Which is interesting. Yeah, could try to punish landowners even more. They could get only a bit more acceptable government. Somehow, yeah, I just lost radicals, didn't gain any loyalists. Okay, so how's the slavery support looking currently? Well, it's intelligentsia and the movement. It's 40%. It would piss landowners a lot. Or I could just go for legacy slavery. And there's no opposition to this, so it would pass 100%. Intelligentsia would like me. And I mean, Intelligentsia still prefers slavery banned. Yes, I think that's the solution I should currently go for. Would it resolve my problems with... Yeah, it would be a positive for this. It would weaken landowners a little bit. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Probably, maybe I should have just done it as a first thing. There's a lot of things to consider when you're playing a nation for the first time that you only notice later on. Honestly, not much point in fighting continuously. Oh! Well, I got the Wikipedia article. I think nothing changed for you guys, but I got the Sun and Alt tab out of the game. The government is only functioning because of low taxes. Yeah, we're going for a turn to the left very early in South America. Yeah, the illegitimate government does suck a lot for not being able to, like, losing a lot of time in the passing of the laws. Still 10% from Brazilian Union. Can I change the name? I can change everything. Great. I might do it like between the sessions. We got a lot of prestige, got a fair amount of loyalists, got some Amazons, which is, yeah, I could just incorporate it. I think that's the only one that... Yeah, okay, that's fine. And Perry United, do those guys like me? Yeah, I should maybe look into this whole leverage thing. So currently I have quite a bit of leverage on Peru. So let's see how... There's quite a few more options here. Yeah, I need more leverage on them. Also, I need a leverage advantage, I guess, right? So it needs to be... Like, I need to have 200 more than anyone else? Let's see. Amount of leverage. If it's positive, has leverage. If it's negative, has leverage disadvantage. Okay, oh, here I can see how to increase it. It's business divided. Oh, because my power block sucks. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the game doesn't really tell me from here how to get more of it. So, for example, oh, in Uruguay I have quite a bit more, still not enough to actually invite them. And Paraguay hates me. Maybe Paraguay would be a good target to actually force to join my power block. But I don't have... Oh, I don't have interest in those regions. It's interesting that I don't start with an interest there. And yeah, that's good enough. I would prefer actually to not lose my major power status if at all possible, but it's not difficult. I think I can lower this. Try to increase this and see what happens with my prestige. Not much help. How much time do I have? 100 days. You guys are getting back slowly. Weakness in face of Albion. When does it time out? 4 years. Well. Okay, those interest activated. So now my leverage is going to be slowly improving on those bases. Yeah, there's probably not much I can do right now, because Brazil is not a great place in a lot of ways. Ottomans like me less. Oh no! Russia likes me less, that's interesting. Just building more basic stuff. Yeah, where the... There was something about doing stuff in the Amazon. Is it like going to be a journal thing? Potential, maybe? Yeah, I remember there was something about burning the Amazon. I'm not sure where it is. Oh! Oh yeah, because I'm no longer a great power, which is actually not too bad. I can just form it again instantly as soon as I become a major power. It's not too big of a deal, and I don't need the stall reduction currently. And this is a pretty good one. Right. So we see whether Petit Bourgeoisie does a concession on compromises with itself. It's the same result. Okay, let's compromise, I guess. Got steamers. Let's see. Do I actually want to try and unlock those? I should have decent amount of tools. Oh, those guys don't have any workers for some reason. And yeah, I should actually try importing some stuff. Okay, no one has any food. Some people have a tiniest amount of paper. Cloves, yeah, cloves. Cloves. I do have a land border with some European nations, that's pretty nice. Furniture. Anything you can import. Porcelain don't really care that much. I guess it's money. And trading more with Britain might make them like me a bit more. Tobacco apparently is quite decently priced, so let's try it. And can I export anything? Anyone wants some wood? Apparently very much so. Which is good because that's going to be my main product for a while. They also give a good price for hardwood, so why not? So why are you guys not working at all? Oh yeah, the military is outcompeting them. Because they had great wages, probably. Early coronation. So that's, I think, really good. Oh yeah, that's a lot of legitimacy. Oh, how nice. So I will keep the taxes low for the time being, because it should speed up my law advancing. Grain is very expensive. Everything is very expensive in Brazil. The economy is not doing that great. The population, though, is... Well, I guess it's because we've been expanding. Yeah, I cannot build those things everywhere because of the infrastructure. And industries are out of it again. I can get some additional taxes. So 1k is not much, but it's something. Banking is about to be passed very, very soon. And then I can go into the next age of technologies. I think about just taking modern sewage, to be honest. A corporation would be also really nice for the production bonus. I really, yeah, at least it's spreading mechanical tools, which is leading me to the railways. As long as I have some infrastructure, it's, I think, better to go for a company, because the bonus to construction is absolutely massive. Oh, did notice Bolivia still has the coast. Wonder for how long that is going to stay. And industries are back. Those guys are just... What? That's some wide swings. Interesting. And landowners are back in powerful. Very annoying. Do I ban slavery, actually? It is changing now. Because the Regency period concluded. They're going to be slightly pissed, but not that much. And yeah, I can actually raise taxes now, because it doesn't really matter much. I'd have to switch... Yeah, no, even if I switch into rural folk, it wouldn't change much. So let's try... Actually, Because if it's completed, I lose unrestricted slave trade. I get the Magnus Monarch and an event, which I don't know exactly what it does. I will certainly stop getting the annoying events from Great Britain, so that would be nice. Possible actions. Yeah, so it's different for... Oh, I can integrate the Amazonics already. Oh, because the devastation lowered there, so I just gained them as residents. And to do here, I need a national hero or reduce cultural turmoil, which I assume is going to be slowly happening as the economy is going to be improving. And here, River of Coffee, I think I could see it as a potential here. So I need to research intensive agriculture, which is probably going to be happening pretty quickly. Yeah. So yeah, or I can fight some wars, which might happen as well. Just getting some protectorates, that's a possibility. It's 45 years, I'm not in a rush, but I think I will enforce this ban. Just to get this over quickly. This is still so slow. Unacceptable government penalties, rough. Yeah, how much taxes I'm losing from this? A fair amount actually, so I might want some more administration. I'm actually collecting all my taxes. That's a bit surprising. A lot of infrastructure in Sao Paulo, so might as well build it there. The price of paper is very high, so that's a possible problem, honestly. I need to remember to stop building things in a state with 30% increase of construction cost, because that's not helping me at all. There's a new leader of the Catholic Church. This one is a traditionalist as well, so it doesn't really change much. Oh my, what's happening with the landowners? They're gaining so much clout. Industrialists at least are happy. Most people are moderates or traditionalists or royalists. So not really interested. There is a reformer, petite bourgeoisie. Not that I really need anything from those, at least currently. Londoners are on a roll, man. Do I have any dyes in my country? I think I can just, even if I don't, I can get a plantation for them. That's probably going to be the choice. And then switch to... If a bit more minting is certainly going to be nice. Actually, if I look at my urban buildings and... It's development, right? Okay. So per one I get 50, so one government administration is not going to be enough. I am losing some of this from timed modifiers. And when are those going to time out? One year. Yeah, 1 year. There's a lot of bad modifiers actually. Actually, what I should have done is demand cash from Bolivia as well. A bit of a mistake from me, though really it's not that much of a deal. I don't really have debt or anything. Let's get one more of those. Yeah, I feel this UI is somewhat improved. Building registry. Oh yeah, you can see details of who owns what, I guess, and so on. So let's see. Let's look around this a little bit. See, Coffee Plantations, and it's owned by privately. And if I were to look at logging camps, yeah, I own those nationally. Gold, that's nice. Advance here, that's fine. Who's this guy? Petit bourgeoisie. Don't really want to be spending more money. Don't. I like strong petit bourgeoisie, but I don't really care that much. Oh yeah, I was looking at all the building stuff. I think there should be some way to sell my shares. I'm not sure if I want to do this, but how would I do it if I wanted to? Oh, toggle privatization. It's 50k per level. Which, considering my current debt, it's not that much. And I should be getting dividends from it. Nationally owned gold mines, nice. Yeah, I guess... I think I read someone saying that at the beginning the building dividends go, when it's privately owned, go to shopkeepers anyways, until you get one of the tax. Let's see. Which one was it? Maybe actually I already have it. I think I already have it. Or was it central banking? I think I already have it, but either way, I'm not really sure. Probably my private economy is not that strong, and it's not like I have that much construction. Though, not that I say it, actually. With my current numbers, it's not looking impossible I could be getting more construction. Slaves escaping. This is really not expensive, and getting less radicals in long term is probably better. Well, it's short term anyways, but doesn't really matter. I think about starting a war just to try and get another national hero. The question is, can I see where those generals are from, or does it really not matter? Or is it about their culture, maybe? This guy is French. This guy is Brazilian. Nordestino, so that's... He might be the last Nordestino left in the world, because I've integrated them. So I would have either a Sulista or Paulistas general. Let's see if that's possible. Brazilian. Yeah. Not really. And making Petit Bourgeois like me a little less is not going to have too much of an effect. Let's see what happens now in the legacy slavery. Advance, okay, good enough. %1 more loyalists, that's interesting. But I think I prefer a larger success chance. Were those guys Petit Bourgeois? Okay, that's good. And Pet Agitator. Okay, lowering the slavery band movement, but that's not much of a problem. And now this guy might entirely... I mean, I don't really want you to be honest. I kind of like him staying around, even if it gives me a bit of radicals. It could give him more popularity for a lot of money. Well, 900 is not a lot, but it's over 5 years. That's a fair amount. I will try to keep him around. More gold? Yes, shred the wood, I guess. Just get me the gold mines. As soon as you guys can. Honestly, I wasn't seeing it for a while, but I think I need more construction sectors. Which is good to know my economy is increasing ever so slightly at least. And I'm a major power. Did the British think time out? No. Great Britain going after Mascara. The French are just ignoring it. I don't have the French DLC because I think it's a horrible deal from Paradox, so maybe it's affecting why France is really passive against Algiers. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Embargo broken. UNG. I mean, increasing standard of living, that's pretty much what was the name of the game. Yeah, I think just those few logging camps have been a huge improvement for my economy, and also exporting the wood is definitely nice. So let's see, this, yeah, paper is actually, as much as it's not really super efficient, as it's an expensive building, I need some paper. Let's move this up. Actually, you know what? 2 more. I think I can afford it. And then paper mill before government administration. Petit bourgeois, like me a bit more, was very nice for the loan interest rate. But still, we're gaining money. Subsidies from trade center. I'm subsidizing trade centers? So I guess I have some bad trade routes, right? Yeah, looks like I took guns and ships exporting. I think my subsidies should be removed. If all the trade routes now, well, not all apparently. The British League is no longer happy because the relations are improving. So yeah, I guess I can stop improving them at this point. I think they are good enough. Another advance. Not too bad, but... What's this guy? Pretty good reformer. Sure. This thing is taking its time. If I formed... those guys still have leverage from... Oh, it's Russia. Okay. For a second I was thinking they got interest from my block of power that doesn't exist. Tripolitania is French. Oh yeah, I heard that happens... Oh no, the French are supporting Turks. I heard that Egypt is also supported by France, but it's not the case in this situation, so let's see what the Ottomans are going for. Do they have a chance of... No. No, wait. Yeah, this Egyptian. No, they're not going for good states. So they're not going to be able to fulfill their... Oh, and also they lost huge province to Russia. It's interesting. I wonder if it was an actual war or if they just threatened. Those guys demand action. And honestly, I will look into it. Kind of. Those guys... I mean, sure. Eventually I will want to do something about it. Rivalry with Great Britain. Now, do I dare rival Great Britain? And if I could use it to get an alliance with like France, maybe. And Great Britain is going to be my main rival, it seems, in dominating Southern America, not even United States. Defensive pact. Chile would want the defensive pact. Okay, let's see what happens now. This guy gets ambitious, that's good. Okay, so those guys are happy, so I think landowners, yeah, landowners are super happy now. I could get the defensive pact with Chile, and I think I will go for it just to get a bit more power in the area. And they declined. They would agree with an obligation. Sure. Trade agreement. Anyone willing? United States and Peru. This is a way to get those obligations. Could get even better alliance with Chile. Support independence. I mean, sure, let's support Peru a little bit. What's this? No, I like this. Don't like strengthening landowners. Debate again. And yeah, as long as he continues increasing the power of slavery band, it's not too bad. Solidarity. I mean, I think... Wait, what? Landowners just skyrocketed up. I guess it's just those few logging camps. Because I'm not really seeing how else they could have gained so much clout in just a few months. I guess I shouldn't be complaining. And the question now is though, do I restart my power block actually? Because I think it might be an option. Yeah, I really like the weakening landowners. They are below 30, that's really good. Let's reform my power block. Now that I can. Pissing off a lot of people again. The Austrian Association. Sure, Austria is... Because Austria was supporting Mascara, they are now fighting over it. And Great actually managed to land in Italy. Which is pretty amazing. Considering they have 70 less battalions. And even more if you consider the conscription. Let's see if this election is also having 99% for landowners. It might. 83 only. Why is no one voting for Petit Bourgeoisie? Can I see the election results? Where can I see the election results? Should be... yeah, because it like 2 parties? What? Okay, it's because those guys are not in a party for some reason. The intelligence is supposed... oh, they will join on the next government reform. I mean, that would be fine, I think. So next time they will get the votes. I think. France is having issues. Though granted, both sides are a great power at least. It's something. And their power is actually fairly even. Oh, Great Britain got it. France is probably not going to be happy. Oh wow, I'm making so much money. Time to do something about that. Sao Paulo, because it's the only place with any infrastructure. I guess Rio Grande do Sul, but does it have any penalty to construction? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't, so let's get one over here as well. Political movement disbanded. Oh yeah, that was one short-living. Another advance. This is not going fast, which I'm not happy about, but at least now we're over 50%, so it should be going somewhat faster. Who else is supporting slavery ban? I think, is it only intelligentsia? And of course trade unions, but those guys don't really matter. So it's 10%, I would get to 40. Not that much. Let's see, do I have anything I could do? I mean, Chile should be liking me a fair amount. I just have them be my allies so I can maybe use it to have them join eventually. No, they did not accept. There's okay, we got a carnival. I think I can spend some money. Less people. Is this guy? No. Okay, see ya, whoever you were. Getting some legitimacy is interesting idea, but I would have to lower taxes, so it doesn't really matter. And getting more appeasement, I guess it means free bonus to how much those people like me. Is this just straight up +7? It is? So appeasing the political lobbies is actually quite potent. Those things no longer worth it, so let's keep removing them. And I do have a fair amount of convoys, so let's see if anyone else wants something from me. Try trading with Bolivia, Peru. I mean, with such low numbers, I'm actually not using any convoys anyways. I guess that's a good side of being a tiny nation. I mean, tiny economy. Let's try importing anything that especially increases the quality of life for my pops, which is actually pretty decent, I think. It was much lower at some point. Good, trading with my neighbors I think might be good from the point of view of increasing my those things change quickly. Increase my influence over them, maybe. We'll see if this is how it actually works, but hopefully liquor, not really worth it. Paper, in theory, I guess it's so expensive all over the world. Bit of wine from Argentina. And Peru, I guess. Okay, things are slowly looking up, surprisingly enough. Oh, actually, yeah, if I pass legacy slavery. But yeah, my ruler is not... I don't have an heir to pass for this. Yeah, you can speed up passing slavery band. That's interesting. And I have to pass an slavery band in order to finish this. So I probably want to do this. Or if the progress bar reaches 100%, is it enough? What happens once this... if it goes to 0, I fail. But what happens when it reaches 100? I think nothing. Is the implicate is what's it's implying. Sorry, it's getting a bit late. I think I will be ending soon. This is a bit of a shorter stream, but yeah, I think you could tell I've been a little bit tired today. Unfortunately, I think I wasn't able to keep it fully hidden. Damn, I have so much money all of a sudden. And I shouldn't be complaining, but I'm just surprised. Apparently there's... I'm annoyed that... No, it does highlight those states. But doesn't show me the lack of construction. Oh, now I have a lot of infrastructure. All over the place. But yeah, the penalty to construction. So let's just click it and see. Okay, this state is construction penalty free. Yeah, and then I will get even more taxes from government administration. That's pretty nice. Apparently I'm using some oil, so I can actually help with that. Those are some quick buildings to get done. And I think I switched my pesh to the other production method, if I recall. Yep. And whales I can actually as well. How many peasants do I have? Not that many, frankly. Even if you include slaves, I'm already at 50%. And some slaves are laborers anyways. France is guaranteeing my... Okay, that's actually exactly what I wanted to happen. So can I make... No, France is not really... But let's improve my relations with France. Embargo. Return state in Persia. Against who? But they started it on like the Kandahar here, and it's like a protectorate of Ottomans or what? Yeah, it is. The Ottomans are actually... I mean, other than they're going to lose their great power status because they're not going to be able to reform, they seem to be doing fairly okay. And I guess they also lost the province to Russia, which is also not ideal. Okay, we are getting along with France, which I think is good enough. They have Association of Syndicates, which is a trade league. They have France, Tahiti, and Tripolitania, so it's a great company compared to even the Austrian power bloc. Who's in the Ottoman, Serbia, Kandahar, Wallachia, and two more. Moldavia and... They got even those guys in. And I like that slavery ban is slowly gaining power. Is it like event specific to Brazil? It might be. But I'm actually kinda loving it. I can still get more construction. What is the... switching those is a bit more annoying. Those are, well, not super efficient arts academies, but good enough. Okay, a lot of fans firing at once. This is annoying, though making landowners like me a bit more is always lovely. Famous cafe. Who's Carlo? A traditionalist from Papal States in Nova Scotia. And this guy travels a lot. Strengthening intelligence, yeah, I think if changing slavery ban is going to be the next step. Probably a good idea. I think I have a lot of Catholics, right? Yep. Maybe another movement and it's another anti-someone. But honestly, I don't mind. I have a way to make everyone a bit more happier. Just need to... It is mostly about breaking stuff, declaring an embargo. I could embargo Great Britain. It's kind of nice that it gives you a bit more internal play. There's a bit more interaction because those bonuses are pretty huge. Yeah, thanks Hammerhold. Seems like a decent Brazil start. I'm not sure how decent it is, honestly. But hopefully it's good enough. I have no frame of reference, to be honest, because I haven't really played Brazil before. And it's my first time playing on this new DLC, but what is surprising me currently is my economy is growing surprisingly decently, which is making me very happy, because I'm not exactly sure how that is happening, but I'm just happy it's going. However, construction still sucks a lot. And maybe, honestly, I mean, we should be really good at producing lumber. So do I really want to switch into iron? Especially somewhat early. That's a good question. Okay, this has 61 support right now. So it's with intelligence is going to be 70. And landowners like me quite a bit. So yeah, passing this is probably going to be very easy. And the stop percentage is going to be lowered because of the power block thing. Why did I get so much more prestige? Oh, I'm a leading goods producer for gold and coffee. That's actually huge. Where am I producing my gold? Those are quite huge. And gold is probably the reason I'm making so much money. I mean, yeah, 1/4 of my income is minting. Yeah, it's all in here. So no wonder a lot of people, yeah, that there's a lot of migration here. Probably mostly internal, right? There's a revolt in Argentina. And Russia is helping them. Where's the... I mean, this is not a particular threat. Okay, apparently the Brits are happy. I got new tech. That means the anti-British League doesn't change anything. I mean, suddenly the Brits love me, so... No, it's... Well, that's interesting. The Brits got the 80 increase in relations. I guess we're still rivals. So it's going to be going down slowly. Supporting interest groups from appeasement. Because the Ottomans overtook me. Wait, they were below me? Yeah, they were just below me in... I mean, honestly, I'm very close to being a great power, and it's 60 more prestige. I mean, I could just rival them. Then I will get a bonus as surpassing them as a rival. Or does it surpassing as a rival mean like I can no longer rival them? That's also a possibility. The Ottomans, I don't think Ottomans can like threaten me anyway. They're about my size in GDP. Much larger population though. Military as well. Though my military for South America I think is by far is pretty good. Yeah. Though I mean I am bordering Europeans, but I think France is guaranteed me. United States, they no longer have their million of conscripts. I wonder if there's a chance that AI Mexico now... I mean, it shouldn't be able to win, right? We still have the national militia. But AI sometimes does strange things with its conscription, as it doesn't. So let's rival Ottomans. Making the church like me. And actually those lobbies, I haven't been really thinking about them, but this, I really like how it makes the interplay between the internal politics and the external. This is actually really good. For the time being, it's the part that I like the most from the DLC. Anyone wants investment rights? Chile would be fine, with no strings attached. And that means more I can possibly do to make them like more. I'm surprised it's only this much. It's because I'm not bordering them. All right. Still, wait. It feels kind of on the lowish side. There's no economic dependence. Still feels it's kind of lowish. So it's 400, and in guys we have no. Yeah, I guess it is still much higher. Be careful with investment rights. If you can build gold mines, foreign capitalists will snag those under your nose. Yeah, good point actually. Currently I don't have any gold mines, but yeah. Gotta pay attention because hopefully I don't forget about it. Do Chileans have any gold mines? No. I mean, that's interesting because if I build them, that's going to be government owned, so I just get money for myself, not even for my pops. And if I privatize it, I privatize it to my own people, right? I think? Oh, slavery ban support was reduced quite a bit because, I guess, the legacy slavery thing? And let's look at here. It's going to be tough to do because I don't even have the air. I don't have any air, which is a bit surprising. It's the first time I have a monarch with decent character traits. They always have something terrible. Can I just straight up try to go for it instantly? And maybe lower taxes as well to get better legitimacy? Yeah, landowners would hate it, obviously. Minus 13. Can I piss off the Brits even more? I could embargo them. This is pretty and lower relationships. I think that's what I will do. I cannot embargo them for some reason. Oh yeah, because... no, I think it's... I like them too much currently. I mean, in theory I could expel their diplomats. So am I that bold And yet the AI is aggressive, so it's not too surprising that Great Britain is going after Siam. Popular compromises. Yeah, when is this one going out? I don't know. It would improve with the government as well when I lower taxes now. Yeah, legitimacy is 50. Qing is embargoing. Yeah, I think because Great Britain doesn't start with Hong Kong, that means the Opium Wars, yeah, lost. Oh, Confucian, that's a new religion. Looks like Austria is having some problems. They're going to conquer Moravia. It's actually, I've already seen someone post a picture of Prussia taking Moravia instead of Bohemia. And West Galicia, so Krakow is going to be cut off from the Austrian market. Yikes. And humiliated and German leadership. Okay, let's play boldly. Let's expel the Brits, which should make landowners like me more, maybe. And our relations decreased a lot. Oh, it's by a level. Okay, I get it. So when they become poor in like 21 days, it will increase the appeasement, and then I can embargo them, which should be good enough. So I guess I can just try and go for the slavery ban. And they're pissed now, but should be fixable. And they would join an opposition to it either way, so that doesn't matter much. Oh, that's their dislike to it is increasing very quickly. So yeah, that's actually a bit of a problem. I mean, I can just stop it. Though, on the other hand, it's not a super big revolution. No armies here. 2 armies. 4. 6. This is not a very big revolution, though it might increase in size, and it's not even one. I mean, it's not that big of a problem if they fire, and then their cloud will be fairly low for a while. Not that I think that would really matter, but maybe try to get sneak by like local removing local police or something. Where's the legitimacy? Oh yeah, it went down. It would be very annoying, but I maybe should try to go for it. So get some more taxes. Let's see what happens with Great Britain as well. Yeah, currently this is not too much of a problem. And the stall percentage is very low, even with the fairly low support, fairly high support. But yeah, even most of those places have very low chance to revolt, so this is surprisingly not that threatening revolution. And I might even be able to prevent it if the bridge thing manages to go. When is... I thought this one was showing me when it's going to end, but it's actually only showing me when it was fired. So when is this effect going to stop working? This... Yeah, this is always interesting that you can get even either -5 to Civil War and +10 to the guys who are revolting, or -10 to Civil War and -10 to their power, which seems like a no-brainer to me. Industrialists really gained a lot of power this session. Damn, they've been like at 2% at some point. They're still being more pissed off, unfortunately. Have I lost legitimacy again? No. I can raise taxes a little bit even. Yeah, those guys are a bit happier now, so if I were to embargo Great Britain, would gain 2 appeasement, which is still not enough, but it's close. What's this unpopular compromise? It's a fairly important thing, so I'm kind of confused. Where is it coming from? Time modifiers. What this means? Oh, it's from the journal, I guess. But when's it coming out? Yeah, I guess I rushed it a bit. If they didn't have the... No, they would be still at -10. That wouldn't really matter. Got a pass on the first with slavery ban. That's good. It's intelligentsia or armed forces. Yeah, I guess I really don't want to strengthen them. Maybe for the attempted revolution. That will make them like... Yeah, this will pretty much guarantee they will revolt. But it would also severely weaken them, which I think might be the play at this point. Let's just fight the civil war. Yeah, you guys can join. You don't matter. Do whatever you want. A free university, always nice. It will be... Actually, universities will be a priority pretty soon. And also I have a ton of money. So... I think it's the tools. I definitely want more papers. I think getting some sulfur, which would be in Chile, which is not in my customs union, so it's not really happening. Let's import some French. Make sure they like me. And discuss the increased cost of construction. Oh yeah, here it is. Probably should be paying attention to things like that. It's Amazon. As in the rainforest. It's because there'll be some issues with construction efficiency. Yeah, it's not going to be able to make the Londoners like me at this point, but I think it's also not going to matter that much. Do I remove the embargo at this case? Oof, that's annoying. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's just the Civil War fires. The majority of my army will be able to fight. And I'm not sure about population, to be honest. Is there a population amount? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably fairly significant. 1 million. So about 2-3 million? Yeah, about half of the population, but I think the majority of the army will be on my side, so that should be good enough. So honestly, if you guys want to just go for the Civil War, but that's, to be honest, yeah, not all of those states will revolt. The chances for all of them revolting, like even for free to revolt, are fairly low. So I think it's going to be fine. France, you want to like be best buddies, maybe? No. How about a trade deal? No, I think I have a trade deal with them already, actually. Yep. United States are saying maybe, but let's not rush things. And do we need to import more sulfur? From anyone. Okay, we're getting some really good rolls for once, and I guess their stall is 4%. And it fired in all provinces. The chance for it were, I think, pretty much very, very low, but it still happened, which, sure. But at the same time, I think they have very low chances of actually winning. I have 20 conscripts, but I don't have 20 conscripts in my nation. So I'm curious what's going to happen. I guess I no longer hate the Brits, because the lobbies will disappear. So I have only lobbies on people that it's just like they hated the Ottomans and Austrians as a hobby. It's not really something they care as much. A church is the most powerful. I guess, yeah, all the people who were supporting landowners previously now turned to church. My market is in shambles. Up. And this is actually advancing. Oh, it's because the landowners are marginalized now. Okay, I guess technically speaking, yes, but I don't think that. I think that's not how it's supposed to work. To be quite honest. Yeah, it should be fine. And actually those two fronts might be beneficial for me, because as you can see, AI is not splitting their troops too well. Intelligence is now powerful, which is increasing my success for slavery banned even more. Interesting that Petit Bourgeoisie is third. Hey! Thanks for 60 bits. Always makes me warm my heart so much, actually. You know, it's not like it's any amount of money, seriously, but yeah, the fact that someone bothered to, you know, input their, do all the hassle of actually buying that stuff, that makes me feel like people actually somewhat enjoyed watching this. Based on my own experience of barely ever actually like subbing people and so on. And the economy is probably not doing too great right now, but it should be fine. Investment pool is... I think it is big for my... It's bigger than my GDP, but only because of the revolt. Where is their capital? Oh, over here. It's, sitting up. I'm not even sure if those strategic objectives work, but I tried them. I didn't really pay... No one supported them. Okay, good. Didn't really pay attention to this. Yeah, actually, you guys switch to defense and just... Yeah, because as long as they don't conquer this, and their armies are being occupied, it's absolutely fine. My numbers are kind of low. Do I need to start building more armies? They don't have any troops here. And yeah, those armies are being occupied. They even have a navy. I don't see something. Question mark? Oh. Oh yeah, it's yeah, oh, I see the emotes are actually huge. This is actually weird. I'm using my phone to see chat, but it's not showing me the big emotes on the telephone screen. That's kind of weird. This is a general. He's from Intelligentsia, so I don't really want to fire him that much. But on the other hand, I don't really need as many generals as I have. And is this one of the defending ones? Yeah, so even less. Yeah. Whatever. Loss to legitimacy is always nice. And the church likes me enough. Oh yeah, I was trying to check the legitimacy. It's not enough to raise taxes, but good enough. Advance. Sure. Can you guys just please finish this? No, you're attacking over there. Fine. And here you're attacking with 61 guys. Ah. Yeah, we were keeping the majority of their troops occupied with less armies, so... winning here for whatever it's worth. And frankly, the worst thing that could happen is you're losing all the occupations here. Oh, god damn it. And now attacking here for whatever reason. Yeah, what I was saying was combining those fronts would actually be one of the worst results. And the industrious guy is moderate, so it doesn't really matter. Visiting abolitionist. I mean, I'm kind of thinking about choosing this simply because I don't want my slave pops to be more radical for no reason when I'm about to free them. It's a bit annoying, but sure. Starting from scratch on occupations here. Just get another good battle here. Okay, this is good. I think I need one more. Yes, please momentum to the good guys. Oh, industrialist or what is with this industrialist? Now you're attacking here instead of actually taking the capital. Okay, thank you. Too bad you also removed yourself from the front line and you have to travel all the way around. Bishop takes the throne. And frankly, I wouldn't mind. Armed forces are the strongest. What's happening with this cloud? There haven't been yet elections, though I guess maybe that's the reason. Giving them a bit more momentum is fine, but what's happening with this cloud? It's going all over the place. Both church and industry is losing all cloud, military going way more than they ever had. I mean, I am in South America, so fair enough, but... I guess it got in again. Oh, okay. Remove slavery. I need to finish this revolution. Okay, fair enough. It's practically finished. Let's just switch to defense. Good thing their capital is here. It was in other places, it would be a bit annoying. Always been someone's trying to... Yeah, I think it's because the cloud movements, the political movements are also doing something very strange. Oh yeah, I lost my Brazilian Union again. I guess this one was this... Sure. Okay, this is a fairly even breakdown of votes for once. Okay, I think once this war is finished, which is now, we get slavery removed. We get a lot of prestige, which I don't think I even care that much about, frankly. So 50, I mean, with 50 I might be able to break into great power status. So maybe this is a good idea, actually. I think I should have gotten additional... No? It's a negative? Okay, let's remove all the movements, rivalry, movement, industrialists. Let's wait a tick. Suddenly people just would love to have a state religion. Which, I mean, I have so much Catholicism, I wouldn't be strictly against it, but it blocks you from a lot of laws. Pretty close to great power, not close enough. But I can restart my art block for the third time. Surely this time. Some people hate me. It's Austria 3 times, actually. Wow. A legitimate government in Brazil. That's a first, because that's what happens when you kick out landowners. Unfortunately, I know they won't stay down, but... Okay, yeah, I mean, honestly, things are not looking too bad in the grand scheme of things. We've only played for 10 years, but that's to be expected for the first session. I think things are going to speed up relatively quite well, and I think there's going to be a fair amount of time when I can try to pass some laws to weaken the landowners even more. And definitely police. This one's... wow, this is a freebie. Let's just get it started so I don't forget. And I don't think I would be able to get yeah, mutual funds. That's way too far away. That would be ideal. I don't really like homesteading because I hate rural folk. They are just very annoying. So I think tenant farmers will be here to stay, but without slavery and local police force, the landowners are going to be much weaker. So I think that might be good enough. Oh yeah, laissez-faire, the capitalists don't support it because they have a protectionist leader. I have elected, I mean, total separation. might be doable to weaken the church even more, but honestly, it does give you some okay bonuses. This probably doesn't change anything in my acceptance of cultures. Maybe there isn't that many laws to pass. So maybe I'll just focus on expanding my power block. But yeah, GG guys. Oh. Well, Great Britain is certainly not sleeping. Which I mean is good. At least there's going to be a final boss. And Ottomans are doing something. Though they're probably not going to be staying recognized for long. Where's the... There's the ledger. Wait, Egypt is recognized? No. No, it's not. Okay. And Netherlands is a great power. I mean, if Netherlands can be, then so should we. But we'll see. I think next session we might already become great power. I think I need to be a bit more aggressive in expanding my power block, but it's... Yeah, for the time being it's a bit difficult. I still don't really know how to play with it. Screen of the primary culture, state, religion. What? Oh, it's Russia. It's because I just started mine. Okay, so yeah, GG, and see you guys in a few days when I do the next stream.